lastly, before we go, I don't do this often, as much as I would like to. But this is the unpopular topic of the day, and this is a non-sports topic. I had to address GNX. Kendrick, let me first say, not everyone. I understand that when you want to be successful, a lot of things that you have to do is you have to mimic the greats, but find your way to navigate in your own lane. Not everyone can do a surprise drop. I just want, please, all the artists out there, not everyone can do a surprise drop. You have to be on a different level. And Kendrick Lamar drops a surprise album, GNX. For it to have 5 minutes of promo, and the promo that it did have the song wasn't even on the album, which makes you think that he's dropping another album either soon or before or after the Super Bowl. GNX was incredible, man. Out of 12 songs, I will constantly go back to 11 of them. I wasn't a fan, and there's also not knowing Kendrick, I don't know him personally, but when you look at his discography, it seems like he's very intentional with how he structures an album and how the storytelling from track 1 to the last track, it always feels like they're all connected. They're all cohesive. Pretty much every album. This is the first album where it felt like there wasn't really any direction as much as he wanted to do something for the West Coast. This is an incredibly heavy West Coast sounding album or mixtape, whatever you want to call it. And it was just fun. That's what it was. You don't really, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, you don't go to Kendrick Lamar's catalog for fun. And I'm not saying that he doesn't make good music. What I'm saying is you go there for introspectivity. You go there to hear great music, but you go there to hear a story. You're going to get incredible attention to detail, which you did get in this album, but when I go to Travis Scott, I go for fun. I don't think I'm going to get a incredibly detailed story throughout an album. While I love his music, I love his catalog, his discography, I don't really go to Travis Scott for, oh man, I need to hear something introspective. I go there I need to hear great music. I need to hear something that'll get the blood flowing. You know what I mean? You don't really, when you go to Kendrick, while you do get some songs like that, you go, like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I love that album so much, but I look at that album much differently than I look at, let's say, Utopia. Utopia, it's just a different feeling. Both albums I love, both albums are great, but this album, I would put more in the Utopia side as far as the beats were crazy. The whole mustard, that going around social media right now. He did. And honestly, I said I like 11 out of 12 songs. The one that I don't like is GNX, but that was heavy LA beat and everything. I don't hate it. I just, there's just more songs that I like. He also did have introspective Kendrick on here with Heart Part 6 or Reincarnated, Man in the Garden. It was incredible. This was, not everyone can drop, not everyone can drop surprise albums, but not everyone can drop albums this great without any heads up. It was so good that I would put it as an album of the year category. And West Coast has been killing it this year, man. From Kendrick and GNX, what's his name? Tyler Creator dropping Chromacopia, Vince Staples dropping Dark Times, Schoolboy Q with Blue Lips, hell, Doechii with Alligator Bites. It's been an incredible year for music. And I don't know if Doechii's from the West Coast, but that's just West Coast / TDE, because I know Doechii is part of DDE. That's just West Coast, because I know Kendrick is not TDE anymore. But, man. And I'm not even going to, because I didn't read anything. I'm just going off of what Twitter lawyers are saying. I'm not going to go into detail and give my deep thoughts about Drake suing UMG and essentially Kendrick and Spotify for Not Like Us. I didn't read any proceedings. I'm just going off of Twitter lawyers. So, but I do know this. Oh boy, it is a terrible, terrible look. Like, if there is a poster boy for going out sad right now, a lot of people were saying that J. Cole was going outside. I think that J. Cole can apologize 1,000 times. It would not look as bad as the optics of Drake suing UMG, Spotify, and essentially Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us. Optics, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to get into detail. I'm just saying. And on top of that, it looks much, much worse after this news comes out, after GNX comes out. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.